Come, let me get you some.
Yo, welcome to Saber Talk Sunday. Christian in the house, Darth Bears in the house. How are y'all doing this week?
Aw, looks like you have the steak on you. How is she?
Yep, she's good. I just woke her up.
Aw.
He's keeping her warm.
Yeah.
Well, he's keeping her warm. Well, yeah. One time when I was at a con, I had one wrap around my neck so much because I was that warm.
Yeah. Yeah, they like the
Yeah.
warm spots.
Oh, they definitely do. Because if they get cold, they get very
Cold-blooded.
they stop moving a lot, right?
Yeah.
One thing is for
When they
sure.
get cold, they just sit there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
One
And do they die?
No.
Not always, but
If they get too lethargic?
if they get too lethargic, yeah, they will.
Mm.
Yeah. I came back from work on Thursday to take a trip at my friend's house, and there apparently was a Mediterranean salamander located on the side of the staircase, and he freaked out and just started like spazzing out about it. And I'm just laughing about it, and oh my god, it was funny.
Wow. So tonight's gonna be a kind of a cool show, man. Tonight I want to talk about just something a little different, but at the same time, it's the same. We're gonna kind of get back to basics of what Saber Talk is about, and I want to concentrate on two episodes of Saber Talk. The very first episode and the 12th episode. And the reasoning behind these two episodes, okay, is the first thing that I want to do is honor Harris's memory. And, so Harris was really passionate about the Sabres. And he got to be really good friends, with Tim and everybody there at the, custom saber shop for all of his builds and everything. And so one of the things, like I said, I want to do is to make sure that I honor his memory and for the passion that he had and the passion that people are having making lightsabers, buying lightsabers, and all the above. Every facet of the lightsaber community, right? So this show is going to serve as a basis, and those two episodes are going to serve as the basis as to the reasoning I do um, the show. Guys, hold on. For those of you in the comments section, right now I am not able to see those on my phone, so I'm trying to get my laptop going so that I can see all those comments. So please bear with me. I'm just having some technical difficulties right now, and I will do the best I can. Guys, if anybody in the chat, hello. I can't see right now who's in, who's not. But Charlie, I know you're watching. Have a good workout, dude. Um, if you guys can see who's in there, please let me know who's all in here so I can give a shout out and thank you guys for coming and everything else until I get this damn laptop set up. This thing's being a pain in the butt and not working right. But anyhow, so again, going back to honoring Harris's memory along with these two episodes. The very first episode, when you see Anthony, Gabe, and Harris, they talk about, all different things within the Saber community, within Saber building, and you see the passion that these guys have when they started the show. You can literally see in the conversations that the three amigos have, and they continue. Well, Anthony allows me to do this show because of that, and I decide I really do want to We lost a few people here. So anyway, that's okay. I really do want to concentrate, like I said, on these two episodes because when you see Anthony, Gabe, and Harris, and they have some sabers in front of them, have you guys got a chance to watch those episodes today or not yet?
I haven't. No.
Okay, it doesn't matter. Anyway, for those of you who follow Civilized Sabers and you go back and you look on the Space Windu channel or the Civilized Sabers channel, and you see the Anthony just brought back those two episodes lately back on YouTube. So if everybody wants, you can put it on there and follow along as we go. Start off with, episode one, and they're at Anthony's house in one of his living rooms, and you can see the lightsabers that all three of them have, and then they start talking about the lightsabers, right? Now, not only do they talk about their personal lightsabers, but they also talk about lightsabers in general. In Harris, he also talks about the same thing that I do. Basically, is that not everybody's the same with the funds type, right? God dang this stupid laptop! I swear. So anyhow, you going in and you see Harris and Anthony and Gabe and Anthony. He starts talking about well, they start off talking about blades. And then they go from the blades and they start talking about different things. So everything that you hear me talk about within Saber Talk, and especially with these guys, you know, getting back to basics in terms of the builds. So again, I want people to come, and it doesn't matter whether you're a newbie, whether you're intermediate or you're pro. I want to invite you guys to come and be with us, be a guest on here, and talk about some of your builds that you've done for other people, maybe yourself, and so forth. And so that's what Saber Talk is really about. That's where we need to get back to basics and show people what you've accomplished, what you're going to accomplish, maybe what your goals are if you have different ideas for sabers. And I know that most people are not going to put their ideas out there, and that's okay. And if you come on and you talk about one of your builds, that's what we want to hear. That's what we want to talk about is some of those builds. Like Chris, you were showing a build the other day, right?
Yeah.
Last week that you were working on and stuff like that, and then you were talking about what was it, an 89 sabers that you were working on,
Yeah.
and what kind of board was that going to have in it?
The 89. We talking about the Graflex or the DV6?
Whichever one you want to talk about, it doesn't, or we can talk about both, it doesn't matter. But
The Graflex.
what boards?
Yeah, the
Well, let's
Graflex
talk about both.
CFX. The
Okay.
DV6, I'm going to be doing a Prism.
Oh, nice.
Hmm.
Yeah, that'll be my first Prism build right there.
All right, that's cool. I the CFX, huh?
Yeah,
That's nice.
I've actually grown to
I've
really like
built,
CFX.
yeah,
It's a lot easier to
I've built
program
one.
for me than Profi
Mm-hmm.
because I still haven't figured out Profi yet. The CFX after using that configurator on
Uh-huh.
the top, it's so much easier to program. It takes a little bit to get used to, but it's not too bad once you get used to it.
Charles, live action carbon crystal personal shield would be unique and cool. Yeah, it would, Charlie. Yeah, it would. Scotchen. Hmm. Mundo. Prepare. Come on, you guys. Y'all gotta help me out with some of these shit, man. All hail Harris. Yes, sir. All hail Harris. I tell you, you know what I called Harris? I called Harris the drummer Jedi, man, because he loved to play drums, right? And so that's what I called him was the Jedi drummer, man. And if you ever had a chance to see some of his videos where he played the drums, man, he is good. He is good, man. And so you know, being a Jedi and doing the drums, and then just it's cool, man. I mean, you got to be, all around different things. So Chris is now Medusa.
No, Medusa had straight hair.
I mean, he was on top of my head earlier.
Well, okay, yeah, fine.
Yeah. I call it the hat. It's a fancy hat.
A fancy hat. You sure you're not gonna turn anybody stone, man? I gotta wear glasses so I don't get turned to stone
They have
here.
to be mirrored. They have to be mirrored.
Oh, there you go. Mirror to be good.
Yep.
Mirror to be cool.
All right.
So
Back in the game.
let's go back to episode one, though. I mean, I know you guys haven't watched it, and that's okay because in time you guys will get to watch it and everything else on top of that. So in the episode, and all three of them are sitting close together each other, and they're talking about the sabers. They're talking about different facets of the saber talk, and it gets deep. And Anthony says he wanted to get deep in the conversations as the show gets more and more in depth. And it's like it hits me. It's like, okay, well, Anthony, I'm honoring you, buddy, by doing that. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get back to basics, and we're gonna get in deep on a lot of this stuff and a lot of the facets. But in terms of maybe some tech stuff, and I'm not too tech savvy, man. I am who I am. I know just a little bit. But what I do know is what I can talk about. What I don't know, I will have somebody who knows that can come and talk about it. I will find people to come and talk about it, right? Because not everybody knows. Some people know a little bit, some people know more, and some people know a lot. And we will get a mixture of people in here so that we can get in that deep, that go into that rabbit hole and really get to basics of what Saber Talk is really about. Going into boards, the kind of boards, the different aspects of it, like we should be doing, right? But more importantly, I want to also concentrate on people's builds and their journey on what the reasoning behind their build was and the reasoning that they got into the hobby, the reasoning that well, we know the main reason, right? Everybody knows that the main reason is for because of the love of Star Wars, right?
Yeah.
So is Barris, is that the reason that you got into collecting lightsabers because of Star Wars, because of the lightsaber that you saw on TV or
When I
in
saw
the
the movie, yeah.
theaters?
Listen, the first actual time I picked up a lightsaber was one of those plastic ones you get at Target. I was at a friend's birthday party. I think he was turning 9 years old. It was years ago. And we watched Return of the Jedi, and then all of a sudden outside we just started getting lightsabers and whacking each other. And then I got some for me and my brother and my sister, and we all just would take turns playing, and that's where it went from there.
Uh-huh.
And my first, and like I said, my in previous episodes, my first actual collectible lightsaber was the Master Replicas Force FX versions, the Luke ANH, the Vader Episode 4, and the Luke ROTJ. And
Uh-huh.
like I said, now I gave my Luke ROTJ away to someone else, and I still have my Vader Episode 4 and Luke Episode 4 as well. Um, Actually, there is one thing I do want to mention. One of the things that the downside to these old relics is that if you don't treat them right and make sure that they're properly maintained, they can end up becoming some of the paint on them can come off. Like, okay, so this is a DV5 that I bought, a Master Replicas DV5.
Uh-huh.
Anybody want to notice any of you who know MPPs? What do you notice that's different?
Honestly, there's very few subtleties that I know of the different changes, and one of the only main changes that I've seen in terms of the different Darth Vaders is the little wires that stick out,
Okay,
right?
the thing that about this that is off is that, see this, the shroud, it's not supposed to be
Mhm.
glossy. That's not supposed to
Oh,
be.
Yeah, it's supposed to
It's
be a almost a
a
matte.
matte. Well, see, here's the thing: is that
Sparks Gracefully, welcome.
this thing is 20 years old, and if you don't treat it properly, that matte paint, that matted paint, that like textured paint, it's going to come off.
And
And
hmm
thankfully, that didn't happen with my episode 4 because I treated it well. This right here, this is something that
hmm
was this is something I bought from someone. So obviously they didn't take the best care of it. Now, I do plan on having this sent in to have weathered and look like, how it looks like nowadays. But
hmm
honestly, but here's the thing, I'm also not sure if the material will be able to hold it down, but ultimately I'm hoping that won't be the case, but I'm just glad that it isn't anything as serious as that.
John, welcome. John's in the house. Collector's Outpost.
John.
Yeah,
But yeah,
John. I saw. Have you seen? Did you see John's vid on the New York Comic Con that he went to?
I did, yes,
Oh
a
my
bunch of
God,
boys.
that is crazy, crazy cool though. Crazy cool, man. John, that was a cool vid. I really enjoyed watching that, man, because that thing looks so super busy and Jesus, the amount of space and the amount of people in there. Just,
Oh yeah, and I mean, and I enjoy, and that's one of the things I love about conventions is it's just stuff like that. And I'm hoping next year I'll be able to go to Dragon Con, which is just as much fun.
oh, I've been wanting to go to one of those, man, because all my martial art favorite people go.
Well,
Oh,
thankfully, Texas. Well, you live in Texas, right?
yeah.
Well, throughout the state, there are a ton of cons that happen there, especially. So,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
But Dragon Con is like they haven't come to Texas yet, so
Well, Dragon Con is local to Atlanta, Georgia. So,
mm, got it.
but
So
yeah.
let's get back to episode 1, okay, of Saber Talk. And again, like I said, they're in Anthony's living room, and the three of them they're sitting on the couch, and Anthony starts talking. Okay, he goes and they each have Gabe, I believe, at on that episode, he was sporting a saber forge lightsaber on
Oh,
uh on that episode. And of course, they were talking about at that time period because people, it was just now starting to get going, right? The hobby was just starting to really explode at that point in
what year
time.
was this?
Hmm?
What year was
This
this?
was this was 10 years ago, believe it or not.
Makes sense because
10.
yeah, that makes sense because at that time, um, for me, the lightsabers that I had were ultra sabers, and I had no idea of NeoPixel and stuff like that. So, I mean, the closest we had to before NeoPixel was RGB. So, yeah,
So that was what?
Saber Forge and
Yeah.
Ultra Sabers. Those are the ones that I knew about.
So those what was it? 2015,
Yep.
right?
Yeah. Star Wars was coming back in a big way with the hype, especially with the Force Awakens about to enter movies in December. So yeah, I fully understand why the hype and the hobby would come back with it. Yes.
Search for episode could not find on others, but there's just no exact really familiar with Harris. Oh, okay. Well, Scott, check on Civilized Sabers. He might have the videos up on there because I got them on my video feed, and when I went to YouTube on my TV, they were both up there, and I text Anthony. I said, "Oh my God, man, I'm watching both the episode." Episode 1 and episode 12, and because he put it on there. And you check the Space Window channel, um because he may have him on there too. But in case you didn't, like I said, go under the live tab for Civilized Sabers, and you can probably see it right there. If not, then if you go under the Space Window channel and look on the live videos, he probably has them right there. So if you guys want to go and watch these videos and kind of get to understand the reasoning behind why I do the show and why I want to honor Harris, because when Harris passed away, Harris was so passionate about the lightsabers, right? And the builds that he did were freaking awesome, man. If you see some of his builds, on the previous episodes, then you will understand in the passion that he gives. In episode 12, you can really see Harris's passion come through. And Anthony and Gabe and I forgot the name of the gentleman that was with them at that time in episode 12, but they talked more about the lightsabers. They dressed up as either Sith, and Harris had a Jedi jacket on, um, and the like I said, the other gentleman. But they were also talking about, the some of the history of lightsaber stuff, right? But more importantly, when you see Harris talking about his build, he was talking about how he got Tim to machine him some parts for his saber and different things about it and stuff like that. I mean, just looking at the lightsaber, I mean, it came out pretty badass, right? And so, really interesting to see was that um, Harris's lightsabers were the inhaled LEDs, and at that time, both episode 1 and both episode 12, Anthony was doing string blades, which is the LEDs in segments,
The
but then
precursor.
he wired them. Yeah, so he did that, and he talks a lot about Makoto as well, right? Because he was getting taught a lot of things, and he was talking about a lot of things lightsaber stuff to Makoto. So Makoto was telling him, he was buying a lot of stuff from Makoto at that point in time. And if anybody who has started in the lightsaber community about that time, Makoto was very prominent for a long time, right? He was like the guy. Him and Irv and Tim and all of these guys back in that day were very prominent, right? Went to Space Channel? Sure, I'll find him. I'm pretty sure you'll find them, dude. Because I mean, if they're there, I know they're there because I just watched them this morning. I watched them this morning, so that was the inspiration for uh today's show. Because, like I said, um, on talking to Anthony, it's kind of weird because both Anthony and I actually were on the same page of missing Harris. So it's kind of funny, right? That Um, it's kind of funny that we both ended up thinking about Harris at the same time, and so I'm like, that. What a coincidence, right? What a coincidence that is. So it's pretty. It's pretty. Let's see here. It's pretty. What are the odds of that? That two people think of the same person almost simultaneously, right, on the same day? And the odds are like, my God, astronomical. But again, going back to the basics and honoring, these three guys for what Saber Talk stands for. And I don't think that, well, let me rephrase that. These two episodes really stand out as to what this channel, what I'm doing for this channel now. And again, Harris, with the passion that he had, and Gabe is, of course, he tests every blade that Anthony does, right? So Gabe gets to play around with all the blades that Anthony makes to make sure they're top quality.
That sounds like
And yeah, it's funny though. But good luck to Gabe too, man, because Gabe's in Hawaii right now. He is doing concerts over there. He's performing, and he's doing super well with his music, man. I'm so glad that he's doing well with his music. So he's over there in Hawaii, and I think it's about what, a 6 hour difference from
yeah.
where we're at to where he's at. So not sure. I let him know about the show tonight, and if he had time, he'd try to stop by. But I I I suspect he's super super busy. So um, you know, we'll see what happens. But yeah, man, if you get to see in the intensity that these guys are talking about sabers and the builds and everything, and at that point in time, and again, in that day that they were doing episode one, when they were talking about certain companies, and I'm not going to go back and repeat the companies because after the certain amount of time passed by, those two companies started getting a little bit of heat
Oh
from
yeah,
from
especially
things.
I remember when Saberforge got the backlash for making those lightsaber pipes, like the smoking pipes. Those
Oh
I thought
yeah, the vaping
I,
pipes. Yeah,
I thought look, I thought they were funny. I thought they were
yep,
funny for what they
they're kind of
were,
cool.
but I just think it was a little bit too on the nose with it, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah, for sure. And certain things that I had heard down the grapevine um really left me with a lot of mixed feelings because the quality of some of those hilts I heard were great, but the people over there or certain people over there were pretty hard to deal with. And
Yeah.
so at that point in time, I had really wanted to buy some ASP parts from Saberforge.
Mhm.
And after hearing all of that backlash and everything, it really threw me off. It really threw me off from really wanting to do anything in terms of um, just buying from there.
Well,
So
I will say the good news with Saberforge is that Philip Isherwood, the guy who owns it, is definitely got his act together when it comes to that store. Like they're moving more over to allowing standard Nexus cores to come in, and
mhm,
all their legacy hilts, like some are either being sold as in, are either being sold as empties or in their
mhm.
old electronics, which honestly, and honestly, they and honestly, and I want to say a shout out to Albert Flores of Smuggler's Outpost, because he's done a good job at creating chassis for some of those lightsabers, especially like the adamant, for example. And
Mm-hmm.
I think that um, it would definitely be something interesting, because I'm looking right now. If anyone is looking to get a Saber Forge lightsaber, they're having their Harvest Festival sale on until the end of the month, and their legacy sabers, a lot of them are still there, including a yeah, wow, even a Mark, even yeah, the Count Dooku version of their lightsaber, their Star Killer, their Obi Wan, their Revan, their yeah, and so on and so forth. But yeah, most of their sabers are they're really good. They just uh, yeah,
I know what you mean. You don't even have to say it. I mean, because I think with that with
their crystal
with that
sabers are
expression, you know, I mean, I think everybody would agree with that
their crystal sabers
philosophy right there.
their crystal sabers are nice. There's no doubt about it. I just wish that it didn't have that they didn't have to like that it didn't take this long for it to be like that.
Hmm. No, and that's the thing is I think there should be a reasonable amount of time for certain things to be bought and sold and received. There should be a reasonable amount of time. And there have been some, aspects where people have run into some roadblocks due to certain things happening. And again, communication has to be really key when something like that happens. But I do commend those that don't give up and say, "Hey, I'm trying to rectify the situation. Give me time. I know it's going to take a long time, but I'll make it right. I'll make it right for you." And for those people that do that, I really do admire those guys for not just tucking their tail in and just running and saying the hell with it, you know?
Yeah,
So, when, as hard as it may be, they're gonna pull through and they're gonna make things right, which is good, you know? And I do sympathize with those that get agitated for the amount of time that has gone by and they don't receive anything. And with all due respect, um, you know, they're in the right too. I mean, nobody's, when you can't do, when you can't help those things that happen, and it puts you in a bind where time has gone by, but you're trying to rectify the situation. I do sympathize with those that get angry because they've spent a lot of their money on this and that, and they don't get it for a long time. And especially if maybe there's an event that they have to go to or wanting to go to and they don't get their product and they
there
miss either.
there have been some scenarios where Ultra where Saberforge has like gone above and beyond and gotten their stuff to it, but it's
Hmm.
just but there are moments where it's just like, come on, you know?
Hmm. Well, and especially if you have like an empty and stuff like that too. I mean, my
Yeah.
Yeah,
goodness,
I mean,
you
mine
know.
took about 2 weeks to get here, so it wasn't that big of a deal.
Oh,
Mm.
2 weeks? Shit, that's nothing.
Yeah,
I,
2 weeks.
I, I'm talking about for people that have like months or even years. But
I've heard of people
uh,
waiting 2 years. Back in it's like 2018, 2019 was
hmm
one that made the order, and it took 2 years for it to even ship out to him.
yeah,
I guess they were having issues with China because that was another thing he caught flack for was getting some of his stuff made in China to save
Yep,
on costs.
hmm
And
China
just
does too much work on you.
hmm
but do understand that there's certain things that are out of those people's hands as well. I mean,
Yeah,
if you're going to go and go across the sea for builds and product and stuff like that, and you get stuff like that stolen, then hey, come on. It's it's not the seller's fault because they took advantage of that situation and they left him with nothing or they stole everything and he can't, he's got to try to find some way to rectify that. You got to give the poor dude some time, man. I mean, especially if a lot of things were stolen and let's say he gave everything up and everything is just gone and he has to start from scratch or try to recover what little they can.
That's what
So,
happened with Electrum Sabercraft.
yeah, and I commend him, dude. I tell and I'll tell anybody any day. I mean, he's trying to make things right. I mean, like I said, he is trying to do the best he can to get everybody their sabers. And there may be some communication problems that people try to email him, and he can't be there 24/7. He's got a dang family too, you know. And some people expect that you're on this thing 24/7 and not sleeping and everything else. Well, I mean, he's doing the best he can. He still has to sleep. He still has to spend time with his family. Come on. I mean, if he's working as hard as he can to get it, to get you your saber, or even if he's giving you the benefit and doing a little something extra for you even though you didn't ask for it, give the guy a break, man. you know
Exactly.
give the guy a break. He's trying to make it right. He's giving you a little bit extra for what you paid for, and give him a break. Yeah, it's taking some time, but he's getting to that point where this probably won't happen again, and he's trying to ensure that and still make everything right for everybody on top of family life and everything else in between. So, again, uh, but let's get back to episode one, where Anthony gets in details about certain hilts and RGBs. He talks about the RGBs and the different color variations. And I think of what I heard that in episode one, when they were talking about all the RGBs, Anthony had made like a little, or is it episode 12? It could be episode 12, but more or less I'm thinking episode one, that they were talking about that the color variations that you can do with the in-held LEDs, right? So you can make like red and green make blue, but necessarily not in an RGB situation, right?
Yeah.
And RGB, so in an RGB situation, two different colors may make like a purple color, right? Um, and so Harris talks about that, and then also Harris talks about the money situation with different people who can afford what they can afford and what they can't afford. And when I talk about all of that stuff, I'm basically quoting Harris because he's the first one to talk about the money situation, the financial situation. But what I found interesting that Harris also said, he said, you know, there is the financial situation, there is the what do you call it? What did he say? He said the technology and uh, what is it? Oh my gosh, my brain is like going back and forth between these two episodes, and I'm trying to find the correct saying that he said because I don't really don't want to misquote him, but um, what did he say? Jesus, I know he said financial situation. There's the um, geez, my gosh, it'll come to me in just a little bit. My brain is just not working right now, and I saw it just this morning. I swear, right? Um, you're oh my gosh, the type of situation that what your level of, whether you're intermediate, whether you're just a beginner, you're intermediate, or you're a pro. There are so many levels, right? Um, of what you can do or who can do what. So all of those things together fit within the situations that they talk about, as well as um, when they were talking about Harris's lightsaber as well, and he's talking about how Irv was doing some stuff with a board that nobody really was doing at that time, and so things were getting I think he said, I believe he said that Saberforge, or it was either Saberforge or Ultra Sabers, didn't really want anybody getting a hold of their board stuff, so they encased it in,
Yeah.
in the shrink tube,
Mhm.
or something. So
Yeah.
all you got was just what you got in the board, right? You couldn't get an SD card or nothing because it was all covered up.
Well, it's not really going to matter. Well, I mean, back then, I mean, Ultra Sabers was kind of like, besides Saberforge, was like the top dog, I would say. But now, like, nobody really wants the proprietary technology unless they're going to be like, I don't know, like redoing the whole thing. I mean, it doesn't make sense to go after that sort of thing, you know.
Mm-hmm.
If, especially when they're when even Profi is better, and you know everyone has their own issues with it, you know.
Mm-hmm. Now, also, I think when they're talking about certain things, communication should be really key for a lot of things, right? And you'll see and you'll hear now, like in Mountain Sabers too, and he mentions it a lot, is that communication is the biggest thing between a buyer and a seller,
I agree.
and you know, and I think if any part of communication is lacking, then it I think it throws everything off because people are not sure exactly what you want. You're not sure what's going on, and so and they still don't have the NeoPixel option for their double blade sabers. Wow, Titan, when was this? How long ago was this, Titan? I want to know. I mean, that sucks, dude.
Huh.
But again, see, I mean, you have certain problems that are going on, and what is it going to take to fix some of these problems? And if you have, a week ago, wow,
For
okay,
well, they don't have really. Well, right now they don't have any double bladed lightsabers to be. Wait, hold on. Let me look real quick. I think I know
yeah,
what you're
look it
talking
up, please.
about. They're apprentice sabers. Let's see. Oh yeah, Wraith. Let's see. The Wraith battle staff, electronics. Okay, right now, the only two options I see are Xeno is RGB and Pixel.
Hmm.
But
Now, I
yeah,
suspect.
they have it now. They just didn't for a bit. Yeah, their Centurion. Yep, it has Xenon RGB. The aggressor is RGB, and the acolyte is. Yep. Yeah, they have the option now. They just looks like they were just being meh about it.
Hmm. See, things like that, man. It kind of puts a sour note to people when things
Well,
like that happen.
I mean, for in my case, what I would do is I'd buy an empty core from I'd buy it empty like the Wraith because it looks like the XR Kun hilt, at
Hmm.
least closest to it, and then I would buy a core from Chris and have it have a speaker upgrade or something. Especially because like a Z, like you know how like they add it's $249 extra for a core.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Like I
I
know
get
they,
them for like $30.
yeah, I mean, like, come on, man.
Now I gotta thank
Yeah.
Rich Sangello, man, because I got some STLs for some chassis for the saber forges that I have from
I
Mountain,
gotta get
man.
a couple for mine. I've got
And
4
so
Saber Forge hilts now. I gotta install.
I got I need to download those up into my computer and then put them into my printer so I can print those and see how if I print them right. If I print them right, man.
Hmm.
And so and hopefully they'll print out good, man, because I've been playing around with the printer a little bit. And I know this is not saber related, but I ended up doing a little
Oh, that's
Silver
cool.
Surfer, but my printer screwed up, man. Look at
Uh,
that. I
right at
was
the
all
end.
like, "Oh, it came out decent, right?" I just had
Up
to
until
do a
the
little
last
bit of
something.
sanding. Yeah, it came out okay because I'm all like, I had to do a little sanding, and then I saw the back. I'm all like, "Oh man, it
Yeah,
that sucks. That sucks." But other than that, I mean, shit, it wasn't too bad, man. It wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
But so this one will be my copy, man. I was gonna give it to somebody, and then I saw that. I was like, oh, but oh well. Anyway, so I gotta work on doing some better print stuff, and right now I've got that silver Elegoo PLA Pro on, and so I'm gonna try a few chassis and see if they'll come out pretty decent with that stuff, because if they come out pretty decent with that PLA Pro from Elegoo, then yeah, then
Yeah.
I can
Speaking
print
of
in that
print,
stuff.
um, if you guys go with Saber Bay for your stuff, he's a good guy to go through.
yeah. Shane
I
Moore's
think
off.
that's what you were talking about earlier, Mundo, about the lightsaber I had to reinstall.
Uh-huh.
That chassis had cracked. He redesigned it 4 days after I bought it.
Wow.
After I told him about it, because I'm like, hey, just so you know, this happened. I said, you might want to check your chassis or your STL file. He goes, oh no, we
Mm-hmm.
redesigned it. He goes, I'll send you a new one free of charge. He refunded me too.
Wow.
So big
See?
shout out to Saber Bay.
There we go. See? Stuff like that we need to hear about, man.
Yeah.
So, hearing stuff like that and positive things that are happening like that, and that's good, man.
Yeah. I mean, I'll be going through him
Vindicator,
on
huh?
electronic stuff too.
One of the things that I think I saw on there, and if I'm correct, and correct me guys if I'm wrong, but doesn't Saber Bay have like the chosen victor hilt?
I'm not sure. I haven't seen that one, I don't think.
You want to look it up and see?
Yeah.
Look it up. I think because they're designing a new hilt, I think, and I kind of like that design. But they said they'd let me know if that one ever happens. Of course, they put it out on Instagram and Facebook.
Oh, I'll
That
check it.
it might happen, but it might not. So who knows? But I think the chosen victor to me looked pretty decent. It didn't look too bad, you know. It's
I
called the
did like
chosen victor.
his new build he just did. The Lord of the Rings inspired hilt. That's pretty cool looking.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'd
That
send.
is right.
Where is it? I don't see the new hilt. Unless this is it.
It, it's not the chosen victor is not a new hilt. It's
No.
it's pretty.
Um.
I'd look it up also, but unfortunately my tablet's not working either. So
Yeah. I'm not seeing it, I don't think.
Look at what are what are their what are their tabs? I haven't been on the website in a while, but I think they have some tabs. I don't know. I don't think it's under Elite, but
He's got Saber catalog. Be installed by manufacturer, customs, and empty hilts by manufacturer.
oh, okay.
Um, let's do customs, see what he's got there.
That might be it right there.
Now there's nothing there right now.
Oh no? Huh.
No,
I wonder if he sold them all
he might
and
have.
decided not and then decided not to do any more. That's weird.
Let's do all products, high and low. See what he's got.
Hmm.
I see 89 sabers. That's cool. He's an 89 vendor.
Who is?
Yeah.
Saber Bay.
Sorry, say that again.
Saber Bay. He's
Saber.
an 89 sabers vendor.
Yeah, yeah, he does 89 sabers, and he has stock in. He has stock in store. It is at his place in Utah.
Yeah, I wish I could have stock. It's just I don't have the money to do it right now.
And you
No.
also don't have the space, from what
I do not. I mean, I will show you how little space I have.
You want to know? You know what? Yeah, dude.
That's all I got.
No, you got enough space. Believe me. I see shit. I see space all on those walls, bro.
I mean, on the walls, yeah.
I'm telling you, if I for me, I tell you, for me, I would have already had a full freaking wall of shelving for sabers, dude.
I'm
From
trying to
the
get
top,
something that's just I
from the
don't have
top all the way down.
sabers.
Huh?
I'm trying to. I just don't have the money for the sabers right now.
Yeah, what with
we're both in the same boat. But I'll
Yeah.
tell you let me tell you how badass my wife is. My wife bought me a KR Chiati Mundi from somebody for $85, dude.
what?
I
Wait,
still
whoa,
think
whoa, whoa,
that's
KR. Are you sure you don't mean Corbanth?
No, KR. KR.
Yep.
What?
Yeah,
Don't sound like you
yes.
lucky bastard.
Cheeky lucky bastard. I need a waifu that will help me get sabers at low prices.
I'm
just
telling
like
you,
in
man.
general.
Now there on the saber community thing, lightsaber community thing. There was a um, there was a guy on there. And when I get the saber, when I do get the saber, and I show it to you guys, I will tell you the name because he had him priced to move. Well, of course, it's empty. It's not installed, right? But he had them priced to move, and quite a few on there. If I if I could have gotten two, I would have gotten two sabers. I would have paid him for two
Question.
sabers.
The KR, the Mundi that you're talking about, is it does it have a crystal chamber?
No, it's an empty. But I'm gonna get a chassis to put in there with a crystal chamber.
Does it twist off, and does it come out like a crystal like that? Because Corbanth has that. The one that Corbanth does. Because I don't think I've ever heard of a KR Saber Mundi doing that, but what do I know?
Yeah, no, I think the KR's Mundi is just hollow and but I don't think it's got a very big real estate in there. So of course when I was looking up some videos for the KR Chiari Mundi, um the they I saw one that was installed with a CFX, and then I saw one that was installed with a Nano Biscotti. I also saw one that was I think I saw a couple with I think there was three that I watched that was three different boards, right? What saber is that?
That
It's
tech, or is that the HL Sabers?
HL Saber Star Killer.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, they're
okay.
very very similar. The chassis are different though, but the
Yeah,
sabers are almost exactly alike.
It's very different from what I've seen in the other Star
I'll
Killers.
be right back with mine.
speaking of Star Killers, TXQ is releasing a newer version of the Star Killer.
It's very nice.
Um, Harris. Okay, I'm glad you did that because Harris had an MHS Star Killer that he made.
Oh, very
So he did a freaking awesome job on that Star Killer of the MHS parts for it.
hey, Mythomix is in the house.
Welcome, Carter. How you doing, buddy?
Yeah. Oh, speaking of Mytho, this is your version of Coda's of Rom Coda's from your Unleashed pack.
Oh, is that his new one?
Well, no, it's his Unleashed sound font pack with all the full.
Oh, okay.
The
Have you
two-
heard his new one?
Oh yeah, the desert one. Yeah.
Oh man, it's fantastic. Now, Chris, what Star Killer do you have there?
This is the X Tech.
Yeah,
The
basically,
X-Tech.
Intel and X-Tech have basically the same manufacturers. The difference is they come from the same factory. The difference, I think, was come from the business model and the core.
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah.
my core is short, his is longer.
Mine uses is what X-Tech used to do. They used it as instead of prong pins that click together, they use as you can see on the inside there. I'm not sure if you can see, but basically they use the prong pins with the connection thing, which makes it a lot
Dude,
easier. But
Joe Junkyard in the house. Welcome, Leon.
oh,
Welcome.
dang. Well, it's probably like what? Well, it's like probably 10:30 in the morning over there. The next day down under.
Down under.
No, but like I said, if you go to episode 1 and episode 12, uh, episode 1, I think episode 1 has the Star Killer that Harris made, right?
Hmm.
And what do you call it?
Oh, speaking of
All the hilts that you see both Anthony and Harris make are just absolutely mind-boggling, man. And then of course with Anthony's, LED blade,
oh yeah.
yeah,
So
his
speaking of
blades,
Leon,
man.
Beyblades.
There you go. Beyblade in the
trying to
house.
get the rest of
I
the
never
collection.
really got into Blades as a kid. Like we probably got like one or two. Me and my brother, we just like ripped them up. Like it's Beyblades, but basically, like they were the only reason why they became as popular as they were was because the anime made them more efficient. But
Excuse
basically,
you.
Keep talking, guys. I'm gonna grab me another good.
And because of autism, I also have many.
but basically, I mean, the anime made it stand out, but ultimately, Beyblades is just really intricate spinning tops that may or may not be augmented to have blades, like actual razors in them.
No, but I mean, it's still cool as hell, man. I mean, given the history of those spinning tops and the fights that you would have with the spinning tops, right?
Oh man,
That'd be
I love it so much. But it's like I said, it's the autistic thing. You see skinny like woo!
no, again, too much Tylenol.
Yeah.
Cheers, cheers, Leon. Cheers, mate.
I drank that stuff like soda when I was a child.
But okay, so again, in the two episodes. Well, let's go to episode 12. Let's talk about episode 12 a little bit of Saber Talk. And in there again, Anthony is dressed as a Sith, and um, again, Harris has a Jedi Knight uh, jacket on, and Gabe has got a hoodie on that he is, you know, a Sithy at that point in time. And the other gentleman, I don't remember his name, and I do apologize if they're watching this, right? Uh, yeah, you can, man. Leon, you can joke about anything like that, so it's all good, bro. Yeah, and dragons in stock now. Oh, cool.
Yeah,
That's
I
awesome,
gotta get some of those. I just gotta put some money away for them
right?
because his prices are awesome. I mean,
I'll drink to that.
if you look at Benchblade, which I've got one of his.
Oh, I know. I can't. The crate slayer. I can't wait to get it in my hand, man. And then I'm starting to save up for the Toranaga. I want a Toranaga, so I got to start saving up for the Toranaga.
Yeah, I want to get the Clone Wars Anakin he had. I can't remember the name of that one.
Leon, let me ask you while you're in here now, dude. Thank you for coming by. By the way, I'm honored that you're here in the chat, man. But let me ask you, dude. Uh,
Ooh, he
dude,
says yes.
I know, but dude, I just spent all my money on the on the crate slayer. I don't think I can come up with that much money
How
that
much is it
fast.
anyway?
You know, so I think they're. I don't know. I think they're like what with the tariff stuff. They're probably what 350 right now.
Oof.
So
I could probably order one. I'll keep it for you. But I don't have 350 right now.
I know, man. Otherwise, I'd send it right
Let's
now. I
see.
mean, Jesus, I know. Leon, you did that right as I was like, oh,
Yeah.
I wish you
I
could
was
have
gonna say, I
waited
just
till
want
like.
you like $200 to just keep it on hand.
Well, I might be. I
Okay.
don't know. I might be able to come up with 100, and if you could spot the 200, if you want to do it that way.
I see the high sun there. I don't see the Toranaga on clearance.
But Leon, again, let me ask you, what is your favorite hilt, or do you have a favorite hilt, Leon?
There's Great Slayer, Youngling, Wrangler, Harvest, Youngling. Where is Toranaga? Teenage Dirtbag. That's the one I want.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Teenage
So an
Dirtbag is
empty is 244.
The Orgus Din. I like that hilt too. I have to be honest, it's such a nice looking hilt, man.
It's one of
It
those
really is.
one of the Swotor hilts that, besides Malgus, that's definitely nice. I do wish that it was more mainstream. Speaking of
Yeah.
mainstream, Leon, I'm not sure if you saw this, but I saw a video from it's called Sound of the Force. Hold on. I remember seeing it. I'll pull it up. Yep, here it is. There is a channel called Sound of Force. They
Mhm.
they basically do promotionals for Ultimate Works. And it looks like Ultimate Works is coming out with their version of Dagon Gera's lightsaber.
Yeah, it's another one I'd like to get a hold of too.
And I'm not sure what the blade size is, but it looks like they might be going with either. It looks like it's 1 inch, but honestly, I don't know. But ultimately, it looks really nice though.
Did you want empty Toranaga?
Oh yeah.
Empty one.
Oh yeah. I want
Weathered?
it empty.
One hill.
No, it doesn't have to be weathered. It doesn't have to be weathered.
It's an elf saber, really. Well, that's even cooler.
Okay.
Well, Elf Saber, I feel like Elf Saber doesn't get as much recognition. Like they look amazing.
You think so?
Yeah, I think they look. Some of their stuff looks amazing. I mean, some of the sabers that Korban sells are Elf Saber production models.
Mm-hmm.
One saber I do definitely want from Jawa's Junkyard is Kare's lightsaber.
Oh yeah.
Context: Kare is one of the characters from Star Wars Visions.
Yeah. Is that the one that opens up at the?
It's the one that has the blue and magenta double lightsaber color and the blade.
Oh, okay.
Top half is blue, bottom half is the one that opens up. Unfortunately, I think Leon, you sold the last few or something in inventory. Honestly, right now I'm trying to save up from my major lightsaber. Opens up at the control box. It looks beautiful and it just looks so nice.
Oh, it didn't work.
Hey, Leon, is that Oregon? Is that one of your favorite hilts to install as well, or do you have a different hilt that you like to install? Because I think everybody has different preferences on the hilts that they like to install or get installed, right? But I'm talking about for the installers. One of the things that Anthony and Harris would talk about is some of their favorite hilts to install. In I tell you, Harris. Hey, Cole, welcome.
Hey, Mundo, I got you for that hilt.
You did?
Yeah, I'll order it tomorrow.
All right, cool, man. I'll send you the money as much as I can when I can.
That's fine. I'll just send it with your Anakin, or I can
It
send
sounds
it.
good.
It doesn't matter. You can just pay me as is.
Yeah. I mean, I'll get you the full amount, man. No worries.
Yeah, because with the coupon code, it's 152 empty. That's shipping and everything.
That's pretty good.
Shit.
That's really
That's
good.
badass. That's bad, dude. I can't thank you enough, man.
Leon,
I really can't.
awesome.
Yes, Leon, you rock, dude. You rock. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Tim has done amazing installs for the Orgus. You know, and as a matter of fact,
dirt bag too.
now I hear that. That's right, Leon. The more you clean up the stuff, the better it is for newer things, right? More money, more money.
That's right.
Yeah, Cole. You missed the snake. But she's around.
Ascension.
Now, ooh.
Yep, that's Cases.
Yeah.
Cases.
That's the KR speaker.
It's called.
Oh wow. Nice.
I had Hornet Sabers upgraded for me, and it is awesome. That's only at like 50% volume. That thing's loud.
Wow. Damn, that is loud, and that's only at 50%.
I want to say
Jesus.
I ordered for my Palpatine for my KR lightsaber. I ordered a KR speaker table with it. So I'm looking forward to when it finally gets installed.
You know what was funny? It was funny in episode 1 of Saber Talk. Gabe, he was so he and Harris were talking about how they carry their lightsabers pretty much everywhere, right? And so they would get asked, "Hey, is that a lightsaber?" And like, "Yeah." And Harris would be saying that, "Oh, okay, that the kid was a little shy, but the father went up and asked him, "Hey, dude, are you a Jedi or is that a lightsaber for the kid?" Right? And they're just all eyes on him and everything. And Harris is just loving it. And Gabe did the same thing, right? He ended up up and carrying, and he got the same kind of respect there, asking about the lightsaber and stuff. And oh, look at that! And Gabe just goes, open carry, right?
You working good for nothing, Jet. Fulfill your.
I love the blue too.
Yeah, that looks great. That looks great. Look at the aura on that thing. But of course, again, that's another thing that they were talking about in those episodes is that the lightsabers, when you're looking it up at close and personal, is totally different than what you see up on TV, right? On TV, you're not going to get the aura that you see. I mean, in person, you're not going to see the aura that
No.
you do on the TV, right?
Yeah.
You're not. I mean, unless it's like, but even so, it's because of the way the frame and the does it with it. Sorry, I don't know the technical jargon to it, but either way,
I'll get the snake. Hang on.
yeah. But either way, yeah. And speaking of just upcoming Star Wars projects, I mean, at the end of this month, we're getting season 3 of Star Wars Visions, and I'm really looking.
Oh, I can't wait to see it.
And
I can't wait to see it.
And this last week, Jesse finally released his take on Tales of the Underworld, with a little bit of prodding from me. But I'm looking forward to seeing what he and other sound font users will do with their versions of Star Wars Visions, because, I mean, besides, I think Juan Sith and one or two other people have done fonts based off of the Ronin, but other than that, Kyberphonic is the only one out there that has a complete set from season 1. I don't know.
Since Mitto's here for the snake, he's gonna end up making a Slytherin font, right?
No, Basilisk from. But also, speaking of fonts, Juan Sith is doing his font vault again. So, all the details are in his latest font, Bastilashan. So, basically, you do 5 fonts, you get a free font. Do 10 fonts, you get. I
need to talk to him about that. Because I end up getting 6 fonts and I didn't get my free one. So I need to talk to him about it.
You got to message him.
Yeah, I haven't had time, man. I haven't had time. I've just been so busy with a lot of things. But yeah, I'll message him.
But apparently the 10 3-font pack one is a bunch of Disney themed ones, and honestly, that one might just be worth picking up. And just go to the Disney parks and be like, stand out in front of the Pirates of the Caribbean ride, be like, and you have the Pirates of the Caribbean font and be like, why are you?
I have that on one of mine.
Or Haunted Mansion
on mine.
But ultimately, yeah. But one of the fonts I got was the Graphics bundle. So now I have every single Graphics font of K-Sith, Kyberphonic, and Juan Sith.
Damn!
Yeah, it set me back $94 along with 2 other fonts.
I might have to.
Oh, you poor thing! You poor thing!
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one thing you can do for me, Barris. I'm gonna send you one of my Graphlexes, and I'll just pay you for the config.
Wait, what do you want me to do?
One of the Graphlexes. I want to have all those fonts on there, and I'll just pay you for it because I don't know how to load them on there.
Oh, well, okay. And this is the one that's with CFX?
No, I'm doing a Profi as well.
All right. Okay. Bundle it up with the rest of the stuff that you're sending me. Okay.
Yeah. The Obi-Wan should be shipping out soon.
So you mean the rest of my TXQ order, or just the Obi-Wan?
Yeah. I keep forgetting what else was in there. There was something else in there. But yeah, that'll be shipping out soon.
Okay, that's very good news. Thank you for that.
Mm-hmm.
But we need to remember to always uh, pay attention and give thanks to all the font makers as well, right? Because
Mhm.
they need to get paid for all their work too. So
Oh, definitely.
when you go on saberfont.com or you go to their respective websites, um, and you download their fonts, man. These guys do so much work,
Yeah,
and
I've got quite a few of them. I just don't have
and
all those Graflex fonts, which I'll be paying for those as well. I'm just gonna
yeah, I
see.
mean, they're so good. They're awesome, man. So and different fonts too, man. I mean, so many different fonts are coming out right now with all the different shows that are going to come up. I can't wait to see the Visions 3
Oh
fonts, and then of course the what is it that what else is coming out is um what
yeah.
else is coming out?
Ahsoka season
Ahsoka 2. Yeah.
is coming out next year. Uh, the Darth Maul animated show is coming out next year.
I can't wait for that one. That one's gonna be
Yes,
awesome.
Sam Witwer. Look, besides Star Killer, Sam Witwer is the voice of Darth Maul. Besides the guy who originally did the voice back
Yeah,
Ray
uh,
Park,
back in
yes,
episode.
the voice
No, wait.
dude.
in the Phantom Menace. I'm pretty sure Ray Park actually did the voice for him.
No.
Oh
it was
yeah.
something else.
It wasn't.
No, because
Mhm.
remember,
Oh, I thought it was Ray Park.
Ray Park has an English accent,
Mhm.
Oh, well,
and he was more of a stuntman guy.
Yeah,
I
but he
was-
played Darth Maul. He played Darth Maul in.
Yes, but the voice.
I'm pretty sure that was also Ray Park because he did have an English accent.
Voice.
He had to take some voice acting for that part.
Darth
Yeah.
Maul, Phantom Menace.
He was
His
talking
name,
to you.
the guy who did it was Peter Serafinowicz. Yeah, Peter Serafinowicz.
Okay.
Yep,
Careful.
he did the voice of Darth Maul. The first voice actor for Darth Maul.
Okay.
Now, Sam Witwer is gonna be here in Texas in San Antonio, October 26th, I believe,
Yeah, he was also Serafinowicz was
for
also
SpaceCon. He's coming for
nice.
SpaceCon,
I wish I could
but
go to
I will
Texas
not
and
have
get
it.
my lightsaber signed by him.
I would love to go, but man, I had money saved up to go. I did, and then I bought the Crate Slayer because
Yeah.
Leon only had two. I was all like, you know what? Fuck. I guess I'm gonna have to go.
Oh, whoa.
I'm gonna have to give it up.
No way, Carter. That's amazing. That is awesome. And I do hope that for the holidays you'll have some of them at discount. That'll be amazing. Seriously.
I still love his Ghost Rider font, man.
Cycle is amazing. I will give him that.
Oh man, that Ghost Rider just unbelievable,
Yeah.
unbelievable.
Definitely.
As a matter of fact, that's gonna be my main font for the Halloween is the Ghost Rider one. That
nice.
and the Halloween from Mountain Sabers. Those two fonts, those are gonna be my main Halloween fonts.
I
You got to do
actually
the flame blade.
the 24th there's a Halloween thing happening at the YMCA out near the mall near a mall that I go to sometimes, and I gotta work on getting one of my lightsabers tuned up with that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Barris, show him the costume I was planning for next year.
Oh,
Just because I can't do it
I'll
with the glare
play
on mine.
So Chris here is thinking of doing a redeemed Anakin Skywalker based off of the concept, art of what if a redeemed Anakin looked like. Basically, he would be healing, and he'd still have the scar on his head.
Yeah, it was shortly after Mustafar.
No, after Revenge of the Sith, technically, after Return of the Jedi.
Hmm.
That one was a younger version, I think. I think that was supposed to be after Mustafar. There was one after Return of the Jedi as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me ask you guys. Let me ask you guys, and this is for everybody in the chat as well, okay? And it's such a mundane question. I mean, it's not really that serious, but on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the top greatest part of it, what is your passion for the Sabers in terms of not only collecting, but everything about the Sabers themselves, other than totally they're badass, right? The passion that you have for the Sabers does that run like so deep that you'd be kind of lost without it, which is a 10. And then on down to the point where like, okay, I have it, and I'll play with it now and then. So
Yeah.
where does your passion fit within the Sabers that you get starting from, let's say, well, we know that the passion is there. So let's go from 5 to 10, because if you start losing interest, then we can go lower than a 5. But at the most point, I think right now from a 5 on up would be an appropriate assessment of what your passion is. Now, Barris, I'm pretty sure yours is like 9 or 10,
I would
right?
def- I would definitely say I would definitely say 9.5, 9 3/4. I will say that, with life you get in the way and you have to take a break from it in order to accumulate funds and whatnot. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. Chris?
Hold on,
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Yeah. I'm about a 9. I I love them. Always have. It's getting a little bit
Mm-hmm.
more now that I know how to install them properly. Because for years I was just, I lost at that. I didn't know how to
Mm-hmm.
install things. I was horrible with soldering. But after learning how to do it properly,
Mm-hmm.
it's so much more fun. Like,
Yeah, I think that does have a lot to do with it too.
yeah, like if I
Um,
installed one of these, I'd
uh-huh.
do 9.5, 9 3/4. But I won't be getting one for a little while. Just
Uh-huh.
because,
Titan says weathering is a 10 for him, and so that is a great passion that you have, right?
yeah, I
Right,
weathered
Titan?
one.
Dude,
Just
look at
like
that, man.
this.
Let's get up and close. Look at that.
This
Look
was
at that.
but I just took where'd it go? I just had it out earlier. Hang on. Oh, here it is.
And then
I put it
I'm
in
a
the movie.
9, actually teaching myself SolidWorks so I can design my own. That is awesome. See, I need to do that, but
That would be fun.
I my passion is about a 9.5. And the reason I say 9.5 is because I can't even draw a damn stick figure without fucking it up.
Yeah, same here.
So,
But
so
go to Hobby Lobby or Walmart. I got these from Walmart.
yeah.
I coated the whole thing. I used one of these makeup brushes. I dabbed it
Mm-hmm.
on there so it had that caked on look. And then
Uh-huh.
I just rubbed my hands while it was still soft. And that
Uh-huh.
rubbed it in the right areas. And it came out great. The copper is actually weathering pretty nicely too.
Is it?
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean that's natural weathering on the copper just from handling it.
Oh, dude, that's freaking awesome. See, natural weathering, I think, is a really good way to do certain things. Now, forgive
Yeah.
me, guys. I'm all over the place with my damn phone because it fell. But um, now here's the thing, man. I got look at this. This is from Hobby Lobby, right here.
Yeah.
Five
I
bucks.
used to have that. I just don't know where it went. I lost it in the move. Just never found
Uh-huh.
it.
Now, Mo, where are you at in terms of what your level is in terms of your passion? Now, Leon and Carter, you too, guys. I mean, what is your I believe that their passion is about a 10. Now, if I'm wrong, I might be wrong, but I think you've got to have at least a 10. Having your own business and providing some great hilts and fonts and everything else in between, right? So I suspect, and I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, guys. Leon and Carter, if I'm wrong, let me know. Probably a 10. That's what I thought, right? How about you, Leon? And it's about a 9. But like I said, for me, it's about a 9.5. And that's just because I can't design crap that I have up here and would love to get out into the world, right? Definitely 10. Yeah, I mean, I was pretty sure. I was pretty sure, man. Again, like I said, having a company as great as yours and what you do, for the world, thank you, man. It's such an honor to have a hilt by you and in fonts by Carter and everybody else that provides great, fonts and great boards as well because we can't really you can't really have a great hilt without great fonts, without great boards, and without great craftsmanship, right? So all those parts that synergistically come together bring the soul and heart and soul of a good lightsaber for us, right? Thank you, Leon. No, man, I got to thank you, dude. Because I mean, without what you do, and even KR Sabers too, because KR's out there in the world, making some great hilts, and everybody who makes great hilts, we need to, put this out there for all of the people who work hard to bring us some good hilts and fonts and boards because you can have a great hilt but then it's going to sit there on the shelf if you don't have good fonts and you don't have a good board for it to run together. So synergistically, you have a shelf queen, but then what do you do with it? I mean, it's going to be up there for people to see, but then when you really want to show it off, there's nothing, right? It's like it's a shelf art
Yeah,
without any of that stuff,
yeah. I've got a
right?
guy that I used to work with. He actually gave me the top half of an old Graflex flash. That's how I built my first saber. He had built
Mm-hmm.
a fully vintage Graflex, and it's just static. I'm like, you got to have something in it. He goes, I might add some LEDs. I'm like, I'll do it for you.
Oh, I love that, Leon. And
Now,
Leon, I had Cal on the show before, right?
yeah,
Felicia. Yeah. In time you will, Felicia. In time you will. In time you will.
10 modifications.
And Scott is good at modifications, man. Have you seen some
Oh
of
yeah,
his
I've seen
stuff?
some of his
Oh my
work.
God. My God. I wish I could do it. And I'm trying to do stuff like that, man. So I don't get a whole lot of time, but what little time I can, right? One of the Xeno V3 copper chassis from Vader Sabers. No, I have it, and I think well I know John I think he showcased one a couple some months back.
Yeah, it was like a month after it came out.
Yeah, Collector's Outpost. I know he does all the reviews and it looked pretty damn awesome for what it
Oh my god,
was.
they're so stinking expensive, even for vendors, which is why they're like $250 on the websites. Because
Yeah.
for years they're just over $100, but it's because they're so intricate.
Mhm.
But if you want
See,
one,
and then
I'll get you one cheap as cheap as I can get it.
I can do without for right now, man.
Yeah.
You've already done me a great service getting that Tornaga, dude. So
Oh yeah.
I'm 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 happy with that, dude.
Yeah. Just remind me tomorrow night, like 8 o'clock or whatever. That way
Hmm.
I'll have the money in there. I'll just might not remember what it's for.
Oh yeah, no, I'll definitely remind you, dude. Don't worry about that. I'm not like that, man. I pay my debts and I get it. Charlie! Charlie's in the house. Hope you have a good workout, dude. And again, that great things. And let's go in episode 12 of Saber Talk. The passion that Harris had, and you see when he's talking about his hey Chet, when he's talking about his lightsabers, and you see the lightsabers on the tables, right? So if you go to episode 12, and you see them sitting there at the table, all the guys, and they've got the sabers put out on the table, and then they start talking about the sabers, and Harris is talking about his saber that he built, and what a great job that Tim had done on certain parts of his saber in terms of the trim ring and the cost of it and everything else like that. It's so amazing, and you see Harris's passion shine through in that episode of how in both of the all of the guys though, you really see the passion that comes out with when they're talking about all the sabers and the aspects of the sabers, and then you kind of see them go at it too. You'll see them dueling with each other here and there, and that was pretty fun to see, man. They had a good time doing that. And I'm wondering, and it's just light dueling. It's not nothing too heavy, but it's when you see people like that in terms of talking about their hilts, and you see the passions, and when they light up the sabers, how that puts a big old smile on your face, and and so forth, right? And then to be around some good people that you hang out with and talk sabers. And so again, going back to basics, and if you watch those two episodes, the very first episode of Saber Talk and the 12th episode of Saber Talk, then you kind of get an idea of the passion that I have for doing the Saber Talk now that Anthony has allowed me to take over. And and doing the show, I want to bring just as much passion to everybody, whether you're a beginner, whether you're intermediate, whether you're a pro, it doesn't matter. Let's talk about all of these parts of the sabers. Let's talk about everything that's it within um the saber building, right? Each part of the saber, whether it be the board, whether it be the hilt itself, whether it be the painting, the weathering, it doesn't matter of any part that is within the hobby itself. We're going to talk about, and if you got nobody to talk about this with you, that I invite you to come and talk to us on the channel. If you don't want to be on the show, that's okay. Come into the chat and be with us there. We're more than happy to help have you guys on here. And if there's a question that I can't answer, I will definitely find somebody who does have that answer for you. And some of these guys may have that answer as well. If I don't have it, they'll have it, right? And Chris, you were talking about how it kind of turned you off a little bit because not being able to do certain things of the build, right?
Yeah.
Soldering, you said, right?
Yeah, I had
And
issues for a while.
oh, I did too, man. I took a whole, because of the way that I learned very slowly, I took almost a whole year to really learn how to soldier well.
Yeah.
And I bought some cheap ass boards from Wish, I think it was, and I filled every little hole with soldier
Yep.
until my mountain beads turned into small BBs, right?
I think I
And even
figured.
to this day, even to this day, I still try to go back and I still do that so that I don't lose that ability to do that okay. And I say that okay of a job on my soldiering. You know, yes, I've gotten way better, and but I don't want to lose the ability of soldiering that bad.
Your three friends:
Yes, right there.
flux, alcohol, sponge. Those are your friends
Yeah.
when you're soldering.
I use the wire. Oh, let me see. Do I have it close by? I've got all my flux, but do I have close by? Uh, okay, it's somewhere else right now, and I'm not gonna worry about it. But
Yeah.
anyway, I do have my flux right here, but also I do have my because I'm getting old. I'm getting old. I gotta have my old man eyes.
Yep.
Woo! I'm sporting the old man eyes right here.
I'm gonna have to
And you
start.
know where I
Wait, put those back on and look directly at the camera. There you go.
ah, cheers.
Nice.
You know where I saw these from? Megtooth, man. Megtooth sported these. I'm all like, hell yeah, I'm right there with you, buddy.
Oh yeah.
Megtooth had those, and I'm all like, I gotta get me some of those. And they work good too. They
Yeah.
work really good, man. But don't get the, Hobby Lobby has some. I got these from I think AliExpress or Wish or something like that.
Yeah. I got my
And
helping
I
hands
wish
magnifying
I
glass
got
on.
helping. Yep, gotta have the helping hands. Got those. Yes, sir. What kind of iron do you have?
Oh, just a basic one. I just bought the Weller
Uh-huh.
Lowe's. It was like $30, but it came with like 10 different tips. This was awesome for doing that CFX.
Mm-hmm.
But the issue with those tips, they melt. Like
Wow.
that was a fine point when I first started using it. Just on that CFX, it just melted.
Wow.
So you got to have
You know,
replacement
we
tips.
need. Wow. I've got the UA 87860 from Amazon. And I paid like I think what $78 or 68 something like that for it. And
That's not,
it's got the hot air and it's got the soldering iron on there
oh, nice.
and it's good, dude. I mean, you can't beat that. It's probably about $100 now, but I tell you, it's well worth it. That that UA on Amazon, man, is well worth it. I have not had not one issue with it. The hot air comes out fantastic.
Yeah.
It's not on right now, but I'll show you the hot air right. Ooh, shit. My phone's all falling down because I missed it. Okay. Let me put.
Yeah, you'd be
So let
surprised
me see
on
right there.
soldering guns.
So I'm telling you, and the quality on it is pretty damn good. And it's
Yeah.
got several tips right here, so you can go either big or small,
Mhm.
right? And I mean, for the price that you pay on it, it is just fantastic. It is well worth it.
Yeah.
Well worth it. So, yeah, if you ever get a chance and you want a new, if you want a new soldering iron, I highly recommend the UA from Amazon.
Yeah, I'd probably get
And
one of those too because even though that one's decent, it's not the greatest. Like I said, those tips, they
mm,
melt. If I can get new tips that don't melt, I'd be okay with it.
5 years I've had, well, 3 years I've had this tip right here,
Yeah. I don't know
and
what
that's
kind of metal they
because
use for those tips, but they melt and they become part of the board.
mm, yeah. If you want, dude, I'll take a snapshot of it and I'll send it to you so you can see which one I've got, and you
Yeah.
can look it up on Amazon, dude.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Cool. I'll send it after the show, or I'll take a pic after the show and send it to you.
All right.
See, and that's another thing. That's I think that's another. Well, that'll be for another show where we talk about equipment, right?
Yeah.
Equipment and stuff that you need for good installs.
Let me
So,
know a week in advance so I can clean off my desk so I can show everything off.
I'm telling you, I'm still working on certain things I haven't even been able to, man. So the balance right here, I'm still kind of, I haven't even gotten that far on it, man.
That one's
You
pretty
know?
cool though. I like that.
Yeah, and thanks to Rich Sangillo for the chassis, dude. So, you know, Rich does some awesome work on his chassis.
He
I
does.
love his chassis.
I want to get one of them. And there's my new Saber Forge hilt there.
Oh,
I just
nice.
got it.
Oh, nice.
It's one of their apprentice hilts. I got it for $20.
Hmm. Very nice.
Mo, I did. Yeah, I'm the same way, dude. I'm the same way. I have to. That's why I have to be very careful of what I'm doing. And man, I tell you, I do. I check everything 5,000 times before I even do one thing, and it drives me absolutely batty, dude. It drives me absolutely batty. And then, oh, and of course, Mountain does some freaking awesome chassis as well. And I'm
Oh,
fixing to he's got an STL for tester. I think I'm gonna get for I think his STL is only $1, so I'm gonna probably get his STL and print it on my printer,
yeah. He's
and
making
I'll
a
go
couple
and
chassis
purchase.
for me too.
Yeah, he's. I mean, you'll love his chassis, man. I mean, he does some great work with his chassis.
Yeah.
I was gonna get one for the what is it, the flashlight chassis,
Yeah.
and I ended up having I've got to clean it out because um my flashlight has gotten the battery all corrosion on the inside of the whole thing.
Oh yeah.
And I'm all like, oh, son of a bitch. That's
Yeah.
gonna be a shit ton of work, right? It's gonna
Yeah.
be a shit ton of work to get
Um,
all of that corrosion out.
one thing you could do after it corrodes like that, use some dielectric grease and do a really thin layer. That'll keep it from corroding again, at least for the most part.
Yeah. Well, I wonder if I have because I have that spray can that goes onto your battery for your vehicles that
Yeah. Oh,
I think what
very
I'm gonna do is I'm gonna spray that in there and then power wash the battery out or put just whatever liquid I can do to try to push it out and clean
yeah.
it out like that. And then when I get a chance, I'll go ahead and contact when I get it cleaned out. One of these years, I'll contact Saber and I'll get him to get a chassis set up for it.
Oh yeah.
But it's a big one. It's one of those 4D battery ones, man.
Oh
Oh
wow.
damn. Yeah, it's huge. So I may decide to put it like a cross guard on that thing
Oh, that'd be
and
cool.
see.
I
Yeah,
Saber,
I might do a cross guard on that one.
I wish Saberforge would let their cross guard emitters be for ASP parts because I would like to build an ASP um, hilt with a cross guard for Saber Legion to use an
I
exotic.
think they have the one for ASP.
Really? Where?
Let me check it real quick. I'm pretty sure they have I think it's called the Templar.
Yeah, but I need the emitter. I need the. But here's the thing. I need the but I need it as as its own thing because yeah, see it's sold out. There's the angled
Ah.
emitter, there's the relic and the Templar. They're all
Yeah.
sold out. But
Yep. They were the first ones to go. I like the relic.
Well, see, I like the angled emitter because when you're in Saber Legion, when you're dueling with exotics and you use
It's
dual
much easier
handed,
when angled up. Much
because
easier.
you can catch the blade. You can catch the blade. It
Mhm.
doesn't hit your hand, and you can push to the side and wah.
Yep. Exactly.
You know what? You know what I should do? I should message Philip Isherwood and see if he'd be willing to send me one. Not compatible with drop-in cores or plugs. Well, obviously it's not compatible with drop-in cores. However, the cool thing about about this angled emitter is, not to mention the fact, if I can also just, and I can and plus I can get I can get a Xeno RGB core that takes cross guards, that does cross guard LEDs from you. So
Yeah. Or I could custom make one. I'll just have to do like James was saying, add a second power wire. You add a second power wire and it puts more power out from the battery into the LEDs.
well, I mean, I'm not looking for anything fancy or whatnot. I mean, a
No,
simple.
it just makes it more even. That way you don't get dim sidebars and a bright blade.
What matters is that the main blade is intact, is lit up, especially when it's during competition.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely want to circle back with that.
Now,
Well,
now, Barris and Chris, have y'all ever, um, y'all know who Harris is? And I forgot to ask y'all early in the show. Have y'all heard of Harris, or have y'all not really
I
I think you
I
talked
heard of
about
known
him.
it.
who he is?
You've talked
I
about it.
never knew who he was. I might
Mhm.
recognize him from watching an older video. Just because I've been interested in sabers since like 2001.
Okay, I'm gonna I'm going to do a little thing right here that Anthony had put on,
Uh-huh.
and because and it's got Harris in it, right?
Yep.
So let me see if I can find it here. And this is going to let me see, where is it here? Georgia. I'll
Because
find
I
it here
remember
in
seeing
just a minute, guys.
the obituary somebody put in the one of the saber groups on Facebook.
Yeah, I mean it was a great loss to the Saber community, man. It
Yeah,
really was. But
I saw the
okay,
books that they were selling from too.
so here is our tribute to Harris, and Harris would approve of tonight's show. Go.
That was pretty cool.
That's
So
awesome.
that, my friend, so that, my friends, was Harris. And
Yep.
again, when you watch episode 1 and 12, and you
Mhm.
guys can choose to watch the rest in between too, right? But for me, the prominent reasoning behind those two episodes is that you actually see, and you'll see a lot of Harris's passion in all the rest of the episodes, but these two, for me, stand out for Harris's passion more than anything else. And Gabe as well, right? Because in the first episode, you really see Gabe's passion, and then in episode 12, you see his passion, and then when they start dueling with each other and having fun that way, it, I mean, you're like, dude, that is so cool, man, right? With Anthony dressed as a Sith and Harris with his Jedi jacket. I mean, it's just like it's a lot of fun to watch. And what they talk about, again, I'm going to reiterate what they talk about goes to the whole reasoning behind getting back to basics of what the show is really about, right? And in between, we're gonna have fun and we're gonna be off topic here and there, but for the audience out there and the newbies out there, um, I invite you guys to know, it doesn't matter what level you're at, whether you're beginner, intermediate, or pro, it doesn't matter. I invite you guys to come onto the show and talk with us about your hilt or a hilt that you got built by somebody else or a hilt that you bought and that you absolutely like. And, we're not going to be judging anybody on the hilt that they have. Um, that's not what we're here for. I want to build people up in this community. I want to build people up for what they have, what they can afford, what they can't afford. It doesn't matter. So everybody's at a different financial level. Everybody is at a different skill level. And what this channel is about is all of those things to come together and to build people up, to raise people up, and to be positive and try to keep the negativity to a very minimum because there's so much of that out there. I'd like to keep the positivity in here. And again, if you don't have anybody to talk to about your passion of sabers, come and be in the chat with us if you have time. Now I know everybody doesn't have time for that, and it's okay. But understand that there is a place for you here. There is a seat at the table here from no matter where you're at. Give us a shout, give it, get if you want to put it in the comments and I can check it out later, I might be able to respond to you. If not, you can always check us out on our Instagrams and Facebooks and get a hold of us that way and say, hey, I'd like to come and be on the chat, or I'd like to be on the show and talk about this saber or that saber or what you've done, what kind of build you've done. And um, and also know that if you want to come onto the show, but you are very shy about being in the camera, that's okay. We can accommodate you, and maybe we can do it to a point where if you come on, we'll just have like a little icon for you, and you can talk that way, or just come onto the chat and talk with us in the chat. So anybody who comes and watches us and wants to talk about it, I want you to feel comfortable coming here, pulling up a chair and talking with us. Whatever beverage you want to drink, I don't care. That's all up to you. I drink different beverages. These guys drink water, different beverages. Doesn't matter. Um, the way I have people, and again, back to basics, is I want everybody to feel comfortable coming and talking with us about the saber hobby, right? And I have some great people that I enjoy talking to outside of the show, and it's such a pleasure to know that the gentlemen that I talk to, and even some of the ladies, right? There's a few ladies out there, and talk about this stuff, and I've seen some pictures that they sent me, and then we joke about different things as well, and it's such a fun time. It's so for me, it's very relaxing. How about you guys? I mean, I look forward to Sundays and talking with you guys from a rough week. What do you guys? I mean, are you feel the same way? Does
Oh,
it?
definitely. This week was rough at work. We did underground roughing for a new house and had to dig a hole 4 feet wide, 3 feet deep. It was not fun.
Jeez.
I bet. I bet.
In my case, what happened was my someone new started at work at my station, so they had to cut hours of everyone in my department because only a certain amount of hours for things. But I just checked my schedule, and thankfully, it's going back up. So this week I'm working 5 hours a day for 4 days, and next week it'll go back to 6 hours and 6 hours a day for 4 days. So yeah.
Damn, I wish I could work like that. I got almost 11 and a half to 12 hours a day, man.
Oh man, I used to work 16-hour days working 2 jobs. And
Oh,
that was
I've been
every
there.
day except Saturday. Saturday was just 5 hours, but it was rough.
Yep, I've been there, done that too, man. That is rough. That is very rough. I
Well,
hate
I
that,
made
man. When
lots of
you,
money that day. I can tell you
I
that.
mean, dude, you get up early in the morning and then you come home and you go to sleep for a couple of hours and do it all over again.
Yeah.
It's like,
I was
man,
getting like 3 or 4 hours a night. It was rough.
yeah.
That was
And,
maximum.
and that means a lot, dude. I tell you, it really does mean a whole lot. Everybody in the chat, um, everybody in the chat, you don't know how much it means to Anthony and myself, and especially Harris's family and Gabe as well. That when you guys come on and you're here on the times that I do the show, it means a lot to those guys and it means a lot to me. And for anybody who thinks that it doesn't, I want to reassure you guys that it really does mean a lot. And I'm not looking for, all any kind of, you have to be here. It's because you want to be here. And those are the people that I look for. And if you so choose to not be here, that's okay too. It's a personal choice. And I don't dog anybody for none of that. I remember one of my biggest sayings is going to be always an invitation, never a have to. And I just want people to feel comfortable coming to a place to have fun. And that's what coming back to basics for tonight's show means, is that we can come and talk at a table or wherever you're at and have fun talking about the passion that we have for the lightsabers. And that, my friends, you just there's nothing like it in the world, right? Nothing like it in the world, bro.
Hmm.
So with that, I think next weekend, next Sunday, let's do that. I don't know uh if Reverse Arsenal will be up for coming on. I know he had to do something, so he couldn't come on tonight, but he said maybe next weekend, and that's a big maybe. So we'll see what happens. Um, until then, I hope everybody has a great week. And again, be kind and share everything in this world. uh you know for you, if you don't have fun, come with us, come and talk and have fun. Get away from the ugliness of the world, come and have fun and talk with us, man. Like and subscribe to Civilized Sabers, to Anthony's Space Window channel, Civilized Sabers channel. You can catch me at Mundo Cabrera the third on Instagram and Facebook. And
And on Facebook too.
Barris, Barris on Facebook, and Chris Geek Shop is there. Um, Make sure you like and subscribe to these guys, me as well. Um, and also, yeah, Titan, thank you so much, man. Again, like I said, it just truly means a lot, and I can't say that enough, because there's so many other things that people could do on a Sunday night, and you guys look forward to this. So, again, that really means a lot, man, and I can never say it enough. So again, let's oh gosh, my saber is not close by. So Chris, you want to light it up for us? You want to light it up for us?
You don't know what you're facing. You won't go any farther.
Always. Always.
That is so funny, man. I love that. That is so cool, man.
Killed enough. General Kenobi.
And what sound font is that?
Uh, I'm not sure. Starts
They
out with
sound like stock fonts.
uh,
They sound like stock fonts.
they probably were. Uh,
That's okay. No worries.
yeah, Hornet Sabers added a bunch, and then I sent him a bunch of the stock fonts I had. I said, just put on whatever you feel like it, whatever seems like it's best with it.
Yeah, I'm gonna be working on one sis a couple of his fonts to put on the saber, probably sometime this week, man, if I have time. I just I found them and I downloaded them into my computer, and so I'll be trying to put those onto my nice saber pretty soon. So hopefully next week I can have the Master Soul and the I think I've got the from I also got Excalibur. I'm gonna try to put on,
Jade,
and let's
nice.
see what else from one sit. Excalibur's not from one sit, but the
Jade,
other ones I have. Oh, the Margrave. I'm gonna put on the Margrave too.
Hmm.
So, all right, guys. So I'll see y'all next week. Y'all have a good one. Everybody else, thank you for so much. Have a great week. I'll see y'all next Sunday. Peace out. Mundo out. Did it go? It didn't go, did it?